Seamus Walsh and Sinead Muscadich agus Portany all fad wayan. This is Joe, you're dead right. That piece of music is absolutely beautiful there. That first one is called Rosemary Lane. What a beautiful title for it as well. Rosemary Lane indeed. Let's run. The second one is Sean Ryan's beautiful tunes from Seamus Walsh, and that was in memory of the late Seamus O'Duffy. And as I mentioned already, Mildred is here in the studio and will be having her dancing on the radio shortly. Big hello to you, Kathleen in Cardiff. And Kathleen, thank you very much for your message earlier on, and I know you're looking forward to hearing your dear friend Mildred of the radio. Ballbug will take a break now. It's a very short one at 9 o'clock. Just the weather. Baby Dash, Ballin Bug, so fandin Yifos, Fly Hioil.
Tatu Geistach le Midwest Radio, och réile 96.1 FM.
The time is 9 o'clock.
Midwest Radio's Top of the Hour with Fadden's for Men, Brafey Road, Castle Bar, where fashion never sleeps. Stockist of Sixth Sense, Columbia, Farah, Superdry and Rivet and Denim. Faddens.ie.
Time for the weather with Rouse's Jewellers and Aquafort Jewellery. Handmade in Italy, this sophisticated range boasts stunning colour stones and contemporary design. Rouse's Jewellers have it all.
Agus ní sneam siad go héan nómad agus caracha 3 second inis a muochlog sunlicha. Outbreaks of rain and drizzle will gradually clear tonight. Clear spells and just a few showers following from the west. Lowest temperatures tonight 2 to 6 degrees, and winds will ease mostly light southerly or variable with mist and fog patches forming. Agus amoirach jeluin on Cuigilo Deog Javina Nullag. Monday will be mostly dry with bright sunny spells, just a few showers, mainly affecting the Atlantic coast. Highs in the afternoon of 7 to 10 degrees with mostly light westerly and variable breezes agus shin on Amshid Igabuichisha.
The weather, sponsored by Rouse's Jewellers and Rotary Watches, ladies and gents timepieces, trusted by generations to mark the most meaningful moments. Rouse's Jewellers have it all.
This week at Dunn Stores, pick up 6 bottle cases of Santa Rita 120 Sauvignon Blanc and Cabernet Sauvignon, €48 each. That's just €8 per bottle. Choose from our Lindt Lindor Truffles 337 gram range, now only €10 each. And get deal 10 of our 12 deals of Christmas with a great selection of Lego sets, now half price. Plus, save more with your 10 off 50 voucher. Make Christmas for everyone at Dunn Stores. Terms and conditions apply. Vouchers can be used on the next grocery shop. Excludes alcohol. Please drink sensibly.
Across the world, millions of children are going to bed hungry. Their parents promising food that may not come, just so they can fall asleep. It's a heartbreaking reality no parent should have to face. This Christmas, you can make sure food is coming. Please support Concern's life-saving work by donating now at concern.net. Thank you.
The Water Stewardship Programme helped us reduce our water waste by half and make real savings too.
When Blossom and Berry signed up to the Water Stewardship Programme from Uisce Éireann, they tapped into bigger savings. The programme provides Irish businesses with ways to reduce their water bills at no extra cost. Register now for this 60-minute online course at water.ie. Uisce Éireann. Delivering water services for Ireland.
In the old Christmas run-up, everyone's squeezing in those last-minute jobs. Screwfix are helping you plough through them. With 24 days of surprises to unwrap in the Screwfix app. Don't miss out on offers on big brands. Wrap a new surprise each day. Screwfix, no stopping you. Only on the app. Permissions required. No purchase necessary. For full T&Cs, see screwfix.ie.
If I was cyberbullied, you put your arm around me, right?
If the videos on my feed tried to push me to extremes, would you intervene?
What if I was pressured into a dangerous challenge?
Or became bombarded with videos of self-harm?
Disordered eating?
Suicide?
Children and young people can encounter violence, bullying, explicit content and many other dangers online. Harmful content is never acceptable. Report it to the platform where you see it. Visit Commission the Mound at www.cnam.ie for more on how to report.
Hi, my name is Maura from Ballinlough. My best advice for baking is to always use the freshest and best quality ingredients in all your dishes. That's why I only use Philadelphia cream cheese, the original, in my sweet simplicity orange cheesecake.
Join Maura and the thousands of other star bakers who use Philadelphia cream cheese for all your baking needs. The best friend in everyone's fridge. You've got a friend in Philly.
An stáisiún is fearr sa bhean Midwest Radio.
Sha fáilte bhí eis go dtí fle cheoil geisteach le ceol bra rialaíonn sin from another brilliant brand new CD. What a lovely title. It's called Chunky Business. Not clunky business, but chunky business. Two young fellas from Fermanagh, Gary Corley on the banjo and Stephen McKee on the buscan. Lovely, lovely stuff. So she go hall in a father chin. Mildred was commented on as well. So lovely music it is. Lovely. Lift through without going too fashed, as they say. Without putting the floor welly down to the floor. Paddy Cronin's own Miss Johnston's. She must have been a very elegant lady judging by that tune. And the new line to Loughaun. Loughaun, you know, meaning the small lake. Oh my goodness, Loughaun. Loughaun boy is outside between Knock and Ballyhonus. Loughaun Bui, of course, boy has nothing to do with it. It's a corruption of the word Bui, the yellow lake. Mildred, you're very welcome to the programme.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you. I was wondering would I have to get a boat to get up here with all the rain and the floods, but no, the car brought me here. It's terrible rain all week, but sure, never mind. We cannot do one thing about it. Now, Joe, before I start telling you all and telling our listeners all about the things I done and didn't do, I want you later on in the programme to play a very special request for a lady that came to Rome with me, and her name is Ursula. And I met her about, I think once before we went to Rome, and just a lovely lady, and she's been for the last 3 weeks trying to get this programme. So she texted me there before I came on air, and I hope you can listen to this. So Ursula, it was lovely to have you, and we had a great time in Rome, lovely, and hope you enjoyed the programme. So Joe, I know, will play a few tunes for you later on. Now, we had our Irish night, despite the wind and the rain and the storm. We had our Irish night in Clonfad last Tuesday night. And what a great night, considering all that went on with the storm and telling us about this terrible storm that was coming. We still went ahead with our Irish night. And we had a great night, great dancing, singing, storytelling, great food. So thanks to all the musicians who just simply turn up on the night and play great music. And we really appreciate that. And to Dolores, thanks for having us every Tuesday night through the year. And we always have a lovely, lovely night there. So next Tuesday night will be our last night before Christmas. And we'll be having all sorts of goodies and a bit of fun and a bit of crack. And it all starts at 8 o'clock. And Wednesday night, now we're in French Park next Wednesday night. And that also is our Christmas party. And that will be our last night in French Park until after Christmas. And Creighton's, we also finished up. We finished up in Creighton's in Balladreen last week. And then we'll be back again with the help of God in January, all going well. So to the ladies, two ladies that runs Creighton's Pub in Balladreen, thank you very, very much for having us. Now, I was shopping in Castlebar, gallivanting in Castlebar during the week, and Friday afternoon actually, and I met some lovely people like Bernie Wims from Achill Island, Amanda Joyce from Achill, and Josephine Gilmartin. Now, Josephine, I believe, is from Ballahidreen. So thank you for coming up chatting to us. See, a lot of people, if they hear your voice, they say, oh, you're the lady from the radio. And isn't that just lovely that they take the time to come up and talk to us? So you three ladies, it was lovely chatting with you. And then a lovely, lovely lady, Vera Staunton. I met her also. And Bridie, my dear friend Bridie from Lahardon. And Bridie, was it so good to see you. God bless you. Never would you miss a night at the set dancing in Lahardon when we were teaching down there. So great. First when I saw you, Bridie, I just didn't recognise you for a split second, but it was great to see you. And Anne-Marie, our principal teacher, a lovely young lady. She's the principal teacher in Ballyhane National School. Now, Saturday, we were gallivanting with all the rain and all the wind and all that sort of thing. We were in Castlereagh doing our Christmas carols with Castlereagh Brass and Reed Band. And it's always a lovely day for us to bring the band out and play down the street and up the street and down the side streets and up all places. But we also use it as a fundraiser. So it was kind of a rough day with the rain and the storm, but we ventured it anyway and we done it, and it was great. And Joe, I was really amazed at all the young people driving down the street. They took the time to pull up and give us the little bit of money, whatever they had in their pockets. But they took the time to stop and had a nice word, you know. And that was like, you hear people talking about the young people today and the young people today. Well, all I can say to the young people is you're great people and God bless you. And thanks for supporting the band. We did really, really, really well and we enjoyed it. We got wet, but simply enjoyed it. And thank God we have the health to do it. So that was yesterday. A tough old day, but never mind. It was worth it. Now, I'd like to play a very, very, very special request for our dear friend Pat and Betty Garvey and Ballintubber. They're great people, you know. And then Eamon Grogan from Ballintubber never misses this programme. So, Eamon, I'm delighted to hear that. And Joe plays some great music, so no wonder you listen to it. And Betty and Pat, great to know you were listening. Helen and Roger, my neighbour across the road. Roger, you're under the weather. It was a bad head cold. But it's only a head cold. And, you know, nothing that should drop you in a hot whiskey won't cure. So go and have it before you go to bed. Now, tonight, we're starting tonight, just the introduction tonight, with the lovely book, Hawley Grady's book. Well, it's a lovely book. Well, Hawley, God bless you. And it's just Hawley down to the ground. And it's just him and the way he'd say it. And believe it or believe it not, Hawley wrote every bit of this book out by hand. By hand. Every single bit of it. Now, that took a lot of hard grind, hard work and everything. But it's worth it because it's lovely. And the name of the book is I Wonder If I Had Turned Right. I'd love to know what was the story behind that. So he has signposts on the front of the book, and Sligo and Charlestown and the Ballahadreen and the lovely trees, and of course the ESB poles and wire on the front of the book. So Hawley, I'll just do the introduction tonight, and then I'll start it next week. And anybody that would let me tell you, it's an ideal book for a Christmas gift. So the introduction. It was 10 a.m. on a Thursday when I finally picked up my pen to record key moments in my life. The timing seemed random until I recalled that precise time on Thursday, the 28th of May, 1953. I was born into this world. I was delightfully welcomed by my parents, John and Eileen, along with my only sibling, Lily. Now, Lily is Lily Johnston from down in Derry down there in Loughlin. Great character, just a bit like Hawley herself. Great lady, great set dancer, known Lily for years, and so that's Hawley's sister, Lily. I was later christened Michael Gabriel Grady after my parental uncle Michael, the Archangel Gabriel, the powerful messenger of God. I soon became known simply as Hawley. Mihal is Irish for Michael, so Hawley is a shortened form of that. As I sit down to write my life story, I reflect on the ups and downs, the ins and outs of my life. A life that would have been entirely different had I turned right. I was born into an Ireland that had not changed much for a century or more. It moved to the slow rhythm of turf fires and church bells. Time seemed to stand still, though the monumental changes were coming down the road. These changes would suddenly transform every aspect of life. That Ireland of my youth is already part of history. When I was born, Winston Churchill was Prime Minister of Britain. D. Eisenhower was the American President. Back home, Eamon de Valera was Taoiseach. We were in what became known as the post-war years. Times were poor and money was not plentiful. In many aspects, my early years were lived in a vastly different Ireland. Younger readers will be intrigued and even shocked by elements of my story because their world is so different in so many ways. Thankfully, I successfully transited to the new and modern Ireland that have a tale to tell, having seen both the poor times and the more prosperous times, giving me a good perspective on benefits prosperity has brought to our country. And what we lost along the way. My personal life has been one that has been shaped by lovingly family relations, hard work and good fortune. So that's Hawley's introduction to his book. And next week then we'll start My Life and Challenging Times. And we won't bore you with just, but there's not one bit in this book that would bore anybody, but I will just read a short piece every week. Now,
thank you so much, dear.
Yeah.
Hawley, of course, a wonderful character.
Isn't
and,
he?
He comes across there and a marvellous introduction in the book. Well done, Mildred. So
Yeah.
we have a new book to be dipping into next week.
And I've gone through it all
If
week.
I had turned right.
Bits, yeah, I'd love to know.
Intriguing title.
Yeah, isn't it? I'd love
Absolutely.
to know what the story about if he had turned the other way. Anyway, we're doing the last part of our set tonight, and now. Hawley, I should have got the names of the different places, Hawley, that this book. I know that I bought some copies of it in Creighton's in Loughlin, but I know that it's to be had different places. But give Hawley a ring or give me a ring and I'll tell you the names of the places. Now, we're doing the last part of the orange and green, and it's the clear orange and green. There's no contrary in this part. You dancers will be delighted to hear that. But it's to reels. I hope it's not too long now, Joe, but we'll do it anyway and hope for the best. And it's the last part. Simply enjoy the music. Whoa! Now, and we'll all circle. Advance and retire. And we'll all swing at home. And now we'll all step it in twice. Out again. Move on. In again. Up and we're out. Now, the gents move on to the right. New partner. Step it in twice. 2, 3, and now 2, 3, in 2, 3, and move on, let's. And again. In 2, 3, and move on. Another 8 bars and we're off. In 2, 3, out 2, 3. Move on. Now we're home with our own partner and we'll swing her. Now we repeat the same again, but this time the ladies moves on. Now the ladies move on to the left. Dance in twice. Into 3 and out to 3. Into 3 and out to 3. Ladies, move on. New man. In again. Out again. Into 3. Move on, ladies. New fella again. And soon home. Move on again. Only once more to move on. Oh, good Lord, save us. Well, you got a quick shift that time anyway, that's all right.
That was wonderful, Mildred, and of course, no contrary in it.
No contrary, thanks be to the Almighty God. Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Mildred, and thanks for introducing us to the new book of Holly Grady.
Yeah, it's
If I Had to Turn Right.
Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely, lovely book. Enjoyed. If you buy it, enjoy it. And give it to your friends.
Right, got a mille maias, Mildred. Thank you so much.
Tá tú géisteach le Midwest Radio, ach réile 96.1 FM.
With an ESB Network smart meter, you're in control. Track your daily, weekly and monthly electricity usage so you can choose the right plan for your home. Smart meters help all of us make smarter energy choices, so we can work together for Ireland's cleaner electric future. Sign up to a free ESB Networks online account today and see how your smart meter can work for you. ESB Networks. Energizing your everything.
At SuperValue, get SuperValue Signature Taste Hampshire Ham 1.4 kilo, only $10.99. SuperValue Smoked Salmon 300 gram, now half price. And Brussels sprouts and parsnip bags 500 gram and carrot bags 1 kilo, 49 cents each. Check your rewards app for vouchers and make it a Christmas with a difference at SuperValue.
This Christmas, celebrate the ones you love with a timeless gift from Pandora. From elegant necklaces and sparkling bracelets to beautifully curated gift sets, find the perfect piece they'll treasure forever. So what are you waiting for? Visit us in-store at pandora.net to make this Christmas truly magical. Give more than a gift. Give joy. Give love.
Employers, do you know that over 15,000 businesses in Ireland trust Clever Cards for their tax-free employee benefit payouts? No wonder Clever Cards is Ireland's highest-rated provider on Trustpilot. Order tax-free digital MasterCards today at clevercards.com. Clever Cards MasterCards are issued by Monovate pursuant to license from MasterCard International and certified by Apple Pay and Google Pay. Clever Cards is an appointed distributor of Monovate, an e-money institution authorised and regulated by the Bank of Lithuania, and the business is regulated for conduct of business purposes by the Central Bank of Ireland. E-money accessed with Clever Cards MasterCards are safeguarded and protected under EU e-money regulations. Terms and conditions apply.
That magical time of year once more, with mince pies and pudding and treats galore, taking pride of place by the twinkling tree. All you need to know about the season's TV. A world of entertainment wrapped up inside. Christmas begins with the RTE Guide.
Some say it's the look of wonder on the children's faces. Some say it's catching up with old friends, while others say it's family gathering around the table. And do you know what? They're right. It's all of this and more that makes Christmas, along with plenty of Avonmore cream. Our freshest cream, including seasonal flavours perfect for the festivities. Don't forget the Avonmore cream, the cream that makes Christmas.
Bí a lár an éanaig an seo Midwest Radio.
sin ó Virch or Oga and sin Andrew Caden and Conor McDonough. Across the Atlantic, the title of that marvellous CD, and one of the great CDs of 2025, and what a lovely gift this would make. The reels there were The Rambling Sailor, Follow Me Down to Carlow and Captain Rock, and then with that on Jerry and Shen. And the beautiful thing about CDs and music like that is that they last and renew themselves all during the year, and this year and next year, and for years to come home, Eilish. So it's a gift that goes giving, keeps giving and giving forever and ever. And one of the really salutary aspects of this is that there are so many fine young musicians like Andrew Caden and Conor McDonough. And here are two other mighty ones, Aidan Connolly, the great Mayo in Dublin fiddle player, and Brian O'Leary from Kerry. And here they are from their brand new CD. It's only out about a week. The Groves of Gwynigwellia, and what a beautiful gift this would make. Daheen Davy and the Weaver Flynn are the names of those reels. And you could hear the beautiful, sweet, succinct fiddle playing of the mighty Aidan Connolly at the beginning. I want to dedicate this to all his cousins, the Connollys, and Garawadrin outside Clamorris, and all the Nallys in Facefield and in Ball. and wonderful music from that brand new CD just out. Aidan Connolly and Brian O'Leary in the Groves of Gunny Gwella, the Solomon really all and Shin Waffo, lovely music from them and a beautiful message in. So Jogati Joseph vin a real Shin go him Takarfad o Eileen's in downtown Hamor. Agus aber Jogach the hell Mildred Lix Macardigalair, Breachas of Bridge O'Grady. Bridge, thank you very, very much. And I'm just wondering where Holly Grady's book can be bought. Well, Holly Grady's book can be bought certainly in a castle in Loughlin, Gomaneshkiel, and I'm sure it's available probably in the gym here in Ballyhonus. When we get word of that, we'll let you know. Mildred wasn't clear about that just earlier in the programme, but she read a lovely excerpt from it. Go hall and a fad. Great recordings there from two brilliant sets of young musicians there and beautiful new CDs. Aidan Connolly and Brian O'Leary, and of course the wonderful Sligo musicians Andrew Caden and Conor McDonough. But it's also important to have plenty of good field recordings. Recently the Gaeilge Irish group won first prize for community development and for promoting the culture and the Gaeilge and the dancing and the music and everything down in that part of the world, and richly deserved. Here are two of the young singers involved in this great promotion, and mighty singers they are. Two young first-year students in St Brendan's in Bellawilid, Paddy and Fionn O'Hirwine, and they're singing Chonga, Bean or Mohit. Isn't this beautiful to hear two young teenagers singing in Irish so beautifully together? Recorded this at the Torres Shear Centre on the Mull Peninsula, down with Catherine and with Pádraig Esamorhu, and I send them very, very special greetings.
Tá sí ag airín arja, ag near tú is ag ardú, tá rúm ag airí láidir ag teachtógain an mí. Céir leis an ar timpol, ag ceoltarach is ag síoscú, Will Manu cheat that winshin no on ash and glor. Ni ha charit, Tongo shines gachorda, Ta changa vin ar waher egg muska chiwio. Ta fuba vin a vilga. Eg du shotton ar slifsha, Tanuch eg chiks na gega, Gos airi me mochri. Ta skap foder na nieta, Tan drona viar eg elu, Gos oles galnar inya, Eg tab no verjarish. Ta glori ven usar, eg tronan is ar glusi, ich bin an a huchana, kalere ven a small. Ta changa ven I Pádraig, le cloisteller na vanta, England agus Ardan o can go can we o.
Beautiful singing from two twin brothers, first-year students in St Brendan's in Bellawilid from the Erris region, singing so beautifully in that gorgeous, clear, succinct Irish. Paddy and Fionn O'Hirwine in Chin. And lovely stuff on them. Agus so Chonga Bean or War la Cleshjolins na Hard agus Gachlan I Gondwi it says that there's a great awakening of the Irish language across Mayo. A song written for a competition of a feis here in Ballyhonus back in 1903. And Pádraig Pearse was one of the adjudicators at it, and it was the winning ballad in Chin, and John Twin McNamara of Mackle put music to it, and it's been sung there by two wonderful young musicians and singers from down in Erris, Paddy and Fionn O'Hirwine in Chin. Turning to another gorgeous CD that came out this year, The Boyne Mist, John and Jacinta McAvoy, husband and wife team, fiddle and concertina. What could be more harmonious than husband and wife when things are in tune? Now what should go hall and a father really bjoch on Tripsha, The Journey Home, Paddy Healy's, and the controversial Reel. beautiful, stunning music there between husband and wife and shin. The boy missed and Tanamatar Druchin all in shin. Agus begin John, agus to send to McAvoy, John individual, agus to send to Edigansatina. Agus a lovely selection of reels, The Journey Home, Paddy Healy's, and The Controversial Reel. And then with Edigan Jeddy in shin. And what a lovely, lovely gift that would make indeed. And indeed, any of the traditional music and ballad ones would make a wonderful gift because, as I mentioned already and always mention, the CD will renew itself all during this year and years to come. A gift that will last on and give endless amount of enjoyment and pleasure. Here's another great one you might pick up. The Pipers Cross Kerry Band, the Queen of Mayo of the title of it. They won the All-Ireland a couple of years ago and led by the Dovog Frayne from Knock. Here they are with a mighty selection of reels. Wouldn't this lift your heart? And if you want to send a gift away, this would really lift Mayo Exiles' hearts. Some lovely songs and two in it about Mayo. And Mala Fatty, The Bag of Spuds, the Dublin Reel, August Craig's Pipes and Tenabata, Egyan Jiri. Lefty and Shane and Lester, and my own phone says, Joe, that music is absolutely magnificent, but lift the cockles of your heart and chin. Great stuff from the great young Mayo musicians there, the Piper's Cross Kelly Band. And where can that CD be got? Well, the Piper's Cross Kelly Band at gmail.com if you want to contact them. The Piper's Cross Kelly Band at gmail.com. They're on Instagram as well, the Piper's Cross Kelly Band. And they're also on Facebook, the Piper's Cross Kelly Band. It's a mighty one. It would indeed lift your spirits, and what a beautiful gift that would be to send across the water, or indeed to send to friends here across Mayo. Go hall and a fad, staying in Mayo and back to the Torres Shear Centre down in Belmullet, and the wonderful prize that they won there a few weeks ago for promoting the culture and the Gaeilge language, especially the Gaeilge, but music Gachrod was richly deserved. Here's a few of the younger girls, I recorded over 25 of them, is singing various songs together in groups and everything, and featured a 2-hour session with all the musicians and singers down there on last Tuesday week's programme. But here they are with a lovely one, Tá Coinlil an Lenavisa Excelsiu in Ordro, a lovely Christmas one. The candle of the infant Jesus is shining its light in our direction towards us. Chenas and the Sculliny Heart of Ill will sing beautifully there. Tá Coinle an Linavisa Excelsiu in our Joe. The candle and the light of Jesus is shining in our direction and is shining towards us. Beautiful singing recorded live down there in the Torres Shear Centre a few weeks ago with Poricus Homaracho and Catherine and Sheila E. Wongon, their wonderful teacher Homarishi. Joe, you might select a CD from Charlie Keating. I'd like to buy one of his CDs for the Christmas. Well, his most recent one is stunning CD. It's called Charlie Keating Westport of the Welcomes, and there are 16 lovely unusual songs, and he's a great collector of songs as well, and a powerful singer, of course. He has been described, and justifiably so, as the Liam Clancy of Mayo. Here's one of the great ballads on this. It's called The Spectres of the Idle Wall. The ghosts of the idle wall, the spectres of the idle wall, where people used to line up along the idle wall, all the men in Westport to get casual work when the port was thriving, right up into the 1960s in fact. And this beautiful song was composed in their honour and sung brilliantly here by Charlie Keating. Nach what should go hall in her father. And if you want to get that CD, indeed, Charlie Keating, Westport of the Welcomes, you can contact Charlie Keating, or indeed you can contact any of the bookshops, Duffy's Bookshop in Westport or Matt Malloy's or any of those places, and you'll be able to get one.
Oh, sitting there the livelong day, So the old folks say, are waiting for their boat to come so they might earn some pay. The perch they call the idle wall, remember to this day, still haunted by a ghost or two way out beside the quay. I spied a spectral ship approach, a bark from other days, unloading foreign cargo of rum and Indian maize from far off long Jamaica, high on the Spanish Main, just across from Gowlon, beside the old main, etched within folk memory, may they never be forgot. The ghosts that line the idle wall, for they gave this town a lot. Sure it wouldn't be the place we know, but for their calloused hands, with unloading of the cargoes from far-flung foreign lands, with unloading of the cargoes from far-flung foreign lands.
Charlie Keating there from his wonderful CD entitled Charlie Keating, Westport of the Welcomes, and Patsy Brown gave the thumbs up to that lovely song and that lovely singing. Joey, you might play another piece from Eileen's, that wonderful recording, The Night of the Pipe and the Poet and the Piper. It was brilliant, and you had an extra half an hour already tonight as well, which was brilliant. A real feast of music. Isn't that what Flahiole means, Joe? It is indeed, listener. Thank you so much. We managed to pack in a rake all right. But here's a recording you did in Eileen's long before this. It was requested ages ago, and it's beautiful, playing from Aileen Burke, the All-Ireland champion concertina player from North Mayo, and Dylan Carlos, the All-Ireland champion fiddle player from Castle Plunkett. And we'll have Patsy Brown's here in the studio beavering along, getting the office work done. She'll be taking the calls during Michael Collins' Late Show. He'll be bringing his own inimitable brand of Late Show ball agus tá sé le hacht. My thanks to Mildred ar a glár, slán agus Bannachtanish.
The time is 10 o'clock.
Midwest Radio's top of the hour with AirGrid, forecasting a sustainable energy future, upgrading the electricity grid so every home, business and community can benefit. AirGrid, powering up Ireland. Learn more.